y'all to Caroline Cupp, who is 7 years old. This summer, while she was visiting here in East Aboga with her grandparents, Linda and Russ Curry, while in my Sunday school class, she told us about the orphans of Uganda and about one special orphan in particular, Adela. Caroline was so passionate, and I was moved by what she had to say. But it also made me think that God speaks to us in many voices, in the cry of the hungry, in the plea of the homeless, and in the despair of the poor. Do we hear his voice? Do we listen? Do we take action? Do we get involved to try to effect a change? Well, the Cupp family did. And it made an impression on their 7-year-old daughter. It made an impression on me. And I think before today's out, it's going to make an impression on you. So first I want to introduce the entire Cupp family who is here today. So I'm going to ask them to please stand so you can identify them. There is Bob Cupp, his wife Paige, their oldest son Kyle, who is 16, their son Caden, who is 10, of course Caroline, y'all know, she's sitting up here with me, and then Paige's parents, Joe and Linda Gibbs, are also here today and a part of this. So now you've met the Cupp family. Well, Caroline, are we ready to get started?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. We're going to do this like an interview. I told Caroline when we were rehearsing yesterday that she's herself, but I am Barbara Walters. So, Caroline, tell us, who is Adela?
Adela is my sister. Her African name is Twinamigisha, and it has like 14 letters in her name. And she is an orphan, and the orphanage that she lives in is called the Royal Orphanage.
And how old is Adela?
She is 8 years old.
All right. This past year, the Cupp family was a host family for Adela while she was here in the United States. And how long did she stay with your family?
4 months.
Now, what were some things that Adela experienced for the first time here in America?
A bathtub and a pool. At the pool, she said, "What is that?" And we said, "A pool." And she said, "Is there alligators in there?" And we said, "No."
And what was Adela's favorite food here in America?
French fries and hot wings.
Now we're going to get serious and let Caroline tell us about the orphans in Uganda and how they live.
Well, mostly they don't really have what we have, and when they have beds, it's like triple bunk beds. It's not 2 bunk beds, it's 3. And they don't have any pillows, and there's these cases on the box there's these cases on the bed that people that they sleep with those on their bed, and they have light blankets, not thick blankets like we do.
Now, in the boxes is what?
All their stuff. In that little tiny box, they can fit all their stuff in there.
Everything they own. That's right. Now, I know the orphans don't travel by automobile, do they, in Uganda? How do they get from one place to the other?
Well, if they want to stay in Uganda, if you went to a concert here in Alabama, they would travel on their feet if you could see their scars. And how they get to America is they have an airport just like us.
But they walk everywhere in Uganda, and it makes scars on their feet, doesn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what kind of special outfit are you wearing today?
This outfit is one of my outfits that my sister wore, and I think she wore her outfit in Alabama doing a concert.
And what about your necklace?
This necklace on the cross is made out of a special stone, and what they do is they go out to people and pray with people and give them their necklace.
So the orphans actually make those necklaces. I want you to tell us about this necklace that they make.
It takes women 4 days to make that necklace in Africa. It might feel like it's made out of stones, but it's made out of paper and beads.
This is beautiful. And all made out of paper. How interesting. Now, I know that several people in your family are going on a mission trip to Uganda. And I want you to tell us what they're going to be doing in Uganda.
They are going to build chicken coops and walls so nobody can take the eggs or the chickens.
Okay. Now, what can we here in East Aboga do to help for this mission trip?
Just pray and donate money, please.
Money for supplies and building materials. Great. I do want to introduce the 3 men from the Cupp family that will be going on this mission trip, if y'all don't mind standing. We're very proud. Joe Gibbs is going on this trip, Bob Cupp, and Kyle. And we felt like this was a great opportunity for a small little church like ours to participate in a wonderful mission trip like this. So at the back of the church, we have a basket, and we would like to ask you to please make a donation. If you'd like to write a check, you can make it out to our church, because I will be writing 1 check from this church for this mission trip. I want to ask you to please give generously. This is a very serious story. There are 2 million orphans in Uganda, and they are starving to death. So it's a very serious plight. I also want to tell you, this is our opportunity to let's make a difference. Let's get involved. Let's hear God's voice speaking to us. Glenda wanted me to tell you, and I'm glad I remembered this. Paige and Bob have brought, the orphans make many things to sell. And this money goes directly to them to purchase things that they need, especially food. In the choir room downstairs, they have a tremendous amount of things for you to look at, to see their talent. If you'd like to do your Christmas shopping, here you go. So we do want to make you aware of that. So is that everything, Miss Caroline?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank